I love Helena.
Casey and Elka got lots of fans all the way from New York to the hoods of Japan.
I love Helena.
It's true what they say, y'all real funny. Don't you wish that this gig paid a little more money? You tell us what you think 2 days out the week, but you know I need more cause I'm an iTunes whore now. I'm always waiting for a brand new update, sitting by the computer like my name is Bill Gates. Nipple cupcakes.
I love Helena.
Get your head out of your ass, you a-hole. We need to get a fill of ropes and Leisha Haley, Bet and Tina's baby, Adele and Jenny, Shane and Astrades, and of course who can forget about Don Denver's lover, Cindy? We can't forget about lover Cindy. By the way, what happened to Poppy? The L word is on every Sunday, and we get the chart when we log on Monday. If not, then the forum goes crazy. What else is there to talk about? Paris and Lindsay? Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. For the next podcast, I hope and pray. I really love you guys. Does that mean I'm gay? Oh my god, are people gonna think I'm gay for doing this? Because I'm so not gay. I mean, I love penis-vagina sex. Oh my god, I'm totally gay. Oh my god. I love Helena.
Welcome to The Planet, the podcast for L-Word fans. I'm Elka.
And I'm Casey.
And this week we are emerging from the depths of plague to bring you the episode 11 podcast, Lunar Cycle.
Plague?
So please excuse me if I sound a little bit stuffy. Casey had to drag me from my sick bed to do this podcast.
You don't really have the plague, I hope. You could.
But I don't. But you're next, whatever it is, I'm passing the torch. The better I feel, the worse you get.
I don't know. I'm usually pretty immune to things, but I feel that you may be correct this time. So yeah, the reason why the podcast is late is all Elka's fault as usual, but for a different reason this time. She's actually ill.
It's a force of nature. It's not like it's my fault.
It's certainly not my fault.
I didn't go around licking doorknobs.
You probably licked something you shouldn't have.
So, episode 11. Why was this the episode of PMS?
I don't know. I hate when people talk about it. It grosses me out. I'm an anti-feminist.
Because you don't like menstruation?
I don't like it when people... Like, there are all these terms that people have for it. None of them are attractive. It's just not an attractive thing. I don't want to talk about it. It's like you just don't talk about certain things.
Those are the things that we usually talk about. Monster truck rally!
There's a demolition derby in the backyard. I don't know. There are just certain things that I don't really like to hear about, like vomiting, diarrhea, menstruation.
Oh, come on. Those aren't all on the same level.
Yes, they are.
So we start out with our favorite scene of the L word recreated to suddenly be totally lame.
But before that, I have to interject here.
Please interject on my face.
They showed scenes from last week, and they showed Nikki saying, "I'm going to love you forever." And it hurt my heart a little bit.
Oh, whatever.
It really did. I felt really bad for Jenny.
And then love you for at least the next 3 to 6 days.
So yeah, it opens with the table throwing scene, except for dumbed down.
I love that though, because like that's kind of what runs through my head when I see Bet and Tina together. You're the example for all lesbian relationships. You're our role models.
But you don't usually say it out loud. The movie looks horrible.
Yeah.
And I was actually thinking, like, they didn't show, like, Jenny watching the movie being filmed. They actually showed it as if it were on the screen. And I was thinking, what if somebody had heard about this show called The L Word, and they've never seen it, and they're flipping through Showtime, and then they saw those 10 seconds, they'd be like,
oh, like
this show sucks. You know what I mean?
Yes. And I don't know, for some reason, throwing a table when you say, then why did you fuck her? Is way less powerful than, did you fuck all night? I don't know why it's different, but it really is.
Before you told her you loved me. We were just talking about this.
We always talk about this.
And people think we're crazy. Well, people who've never seen this show think we're insane. I'm like, God, I really want to be somewhere where somebody just throws the table over. And they're like, what? That might cause chaos. You don't want to be around that.
Well, now we have the trifecta of table throwing. We've got the original table throwing scene, the reenactment,
and
the
Kit.
lame-ass reenactment, and then Kit throws the motherfucking table over in the motherfucking planet!
Oh. It was terrible. Like, it was obviously, like, a terrible reenactment, but at the same time, I remember watching the earlier seasons and thinking, like, I can't believe these people would actually talk to one another in this way. Like, at one time, the character of Bet said...
Bev.
Bev says, what can I do to help you to forgive me? What kind of if anyone said that to me, I'd smack them right across the face. Well, I wouldn't, but I would want to. Who says that? Elka, what can I do to help you to forgive me?
Well, you can start by getting down on all fours.
That's just something that some crazy... Like, that's a fucked up thing to say to somebody. You cheat on them. Yes!
Because, of course, it's a fucked up thing to say. No one would ever say that.
Somebody out there with some problems would say it. Right, so then we go into the bitch session at the planet. Everybody's PM. That's mine.
Can I
But
have a
no,
sip,
you're
please?
You are...
You already have the sickness anyway.
I think the hogs are out tonight. It's like a motorcycle game.
I want some of your Diet Coke.
It's delicious.
I'll just pour
you are
it in.
germinated.
I'll just pour it in. My lips won't touch it.
Get a shot glass and I'll give you a drink.
A shot of Diet
Yeah, you're not
Coke.
getting any more. You said a drink.
You're going to pour. Unless there's whiskey, I'm not going for it.
That might help you. The
Do you
old
think?
Irish way of curing things.
I thought about that, but I thought it might make me sleepy, and I have to struggle through for my listeners. Why don't you just pour it into the cap?
Why don't you just shove this? I'm going to put this cap in your ass. I'm going to put a cap in your ass. A Diet Coke cap. Since it's St. Patrick's Day week, somebody asked.
Oh, it's a week now?
Well, since we couldn't go out drinking. Oh, okay. Yes, it's a week. It's a month now.
Okay.
The month.
It's Irish History Month.
What was I talking about? Oh, somebody asked about my Irish ancestry. You told me that.
Well, one of our listeners from Ireland just happened to wonder what part of the country they were
Oh,
from.
that's all she wanted to know? Okay, moving on.
Why'd you bring this up?
I was going to tell him.
But now you're not?
Well, I found it uninteresting.
What?
I find it to be uninteresting now.
Then why'd you bring it up?
I thought it'd be interesting, and then I changed my mind
Just
midway
fucking
through.
spit it out.
My mom's side of the family is from Galway.
Fascinating.
All right. So they're all, I don't like this theme, like I said, but they're all PMSing at the planet. They're just bitching at each other.
Okay, but you know how sometimes this happens?
Not with your friends. With
Yeah,
your
sometimes
girlfriends.
our friends, the guys and the girls, sometimes just everybody is PMSing.
Well, who do you think's the bitchiest?
Me.
And-
Oh, you mean on the show?
I agree with you there. Tasha.
Seriously?
What an ass. I'd be like, you need to go home and sleep on that and come back to me later. She's a fucking bitch on this one.
She's just sitting there with Alice's friends. All of a sudden, stay out of it, Alice.
What if one of your friends, what if their lover said that to them in front of you? I'd feel very uncomfortable.
I really want some of that Diet Coke.
Too bad. I asked you if you wanted anything
just
before
want
I
a
left.
sip. I have a sick taste in my mouth.
No. You have a sick taste about you.
God, you're so selfish.
You have that delightful water that you chose.
All right.
I am not selfish. I was perfectly willing to buy you something, and you were like, no, I'm fine with this bland-ass water. Dawn Dembo and her lover Cindy come in and announce that she's taking over, and she calls Ivan she.
Well, Ivan was always a girl.
Oh, he did that
It's
for
like
shows.
a performing sort of thing. I really don't know.
Okay. Kit throws the table over.
You are out of your motherfucking mind.
And then Dawn says she's coming back to decorate. The new planet uniform's going to be white pants.
Yes.
And a bikini top.
A gold bikini. And then Jody comes in and sees that the table's already been thrown over, and she's like, oh, someone got here before me.
How awesome would it have been if Jody came in and then she threw over another table?
Or she picked that table up and threw it over again.
Didn't you know I'm deaf? Woo!
That's so bitchy. Tina says, hi, Jody.
No, she didn't. She said, Jody, I'm so sorry. You could take your sorry ass home.
Why is she talking to me? Doesn't she know I'm deaf? Ooh, burn, snap. That would get really frustrating. If
What?
you were dating a deaf girl and every time she got mad, she was like, she would either not look at you, you could talk to, like, you can't
that'd be
yell
so
after
nice. You just gave me deaf envy.
her. Do you know sometimes your girlfriend's yelling at you and you're like, okay,
yes.
that's it.
Every day of my
You
life.
can't make her stop. All she has to do is turn around and it's just lovely, perfectly calm silence.
You're the yeller. I would love to.
I am not a yeller.
Every day you yell at me.
Oh, please, every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every day.
I never.
I love you. You're such an asshole.
What?
I don't know. You don't. That's my point. You don't make sense.
I don't yell though. I
You
really
do.
don't.
Constantly. You're yelling right now. Lower your voice. Seriously. Say it. Don't spray
I
it.
must be delirious with NyQuil because
Are you on NyQuil?
I'm on all sorts of shit.
It seems to be affecting your hairstyle.
Is it?
I think it's put one side of your hair to sleep. And the other side has got Dayquil.
Nice.
Well, you've been lying on the couch all day asking me to bring you things for several days now. But anyway, you've been lying on the couch all day, so one side of your head has like been against a pillow for hours and hours, and then the other side has not. It's like the NyQuil Dayquil. This would be a great commercial for that because you know how they sell the packet of it, the pills, and it's like half and half. And even the box has like the line down the center. It's Dayquil on one side and NyQuil on the other. You could put your head over that.
You know, you're not earning any points right now.
Stop yelling, please.
In 2 days, you're going to be laying on the couch asking me to bring you things.
I don't
so you
lay.
better
I'm
be
a
nice
human.
to
I
me.
lie on the couch. Thank you, English dickery girl. I'm sorry.
God, Mom. Okay, so why are Bet and Jody wearing matching outfits?
Charcoal gray jacket.
That wasn't charcoal. Do you know what charcoal gray is? 'Cause that was
Yes.
gray.
We both know.
No, charcoal gray is
I know
like
it's
dark
gray.
gray. Okay.
Calm down.
That was gray.
Stop shouting.
Gray.
It was.
It was like whale blubber gray.
No, it wasn't.
It was the
whale
color of a
blubber.
whale.
Whale blubber is not gray at all.
It's the color of a whale.
A shark, maybe.
Okay,
A whale.
okay,
Have
so
you
they
seen
were
a
wearing their
whale?
matching-
A whale's not that color.
Yes, I've seen a whale. I'm a lesbian. I've gone whale watching.
Okay, well,
That is what we do.
It's more like shark gray.
Okay.
Stormy sky gray.
They're wearing their matching shark skin
Inside
suits.
of my heart gray.
They're wearing their...
Oh my god! I stepped on the dog's head. Are you okay, Lou? I'm sorry about that. You're not getting a treat. I'm just saying I'm sorry for stepping on your head. Look what he brought me. Lightning bunny candy. What? The dog brought this over here. Lightning
is it?
bunny gummy candy. It says grab a bunny, light it up. New and improved tong included.
Tong?
Smell it.
You know I can't smell.
You can't smell
I can't
this?
even say smell.
It's super strong. It's super duper strong. Here, get the tongs. Supposedly, this lights up. I'm scared to eat food that lights up.
Where did these come from?
Somebody sent. Oh my god!
The candy lights up.
Oh, I get it. What a great idea!
You get it?
I didn't understand. I thought the candy really did light up. Don't point it.
Don't
into your...
point it in
Oh
my
my god!
eye!
Is this a laser? I wish we had a video podcast right now. Okay, so it's these gummy bunnies, like a gummy worm, but bunny shaped, and they come with these tongs. And when you grab the bunny, it appears that the gummy bunny lights up. but in fact, it shoots a little laser beam into it, and then when you put it in your mouth,
Your teeth are glowing red. That's really sexy. Here, I want one.
there's strawberry.
Do you have to use the tongs?
Yes.
Are they all the same flavor?
Well, if you don't use the tongs, they're not going to light up.
This looks more like a monkey than a bunny.
It's a monkey bunny.
That's pretty tasty. Ooh, these bunnies are reproducing.
Patent pen. Stop eating them without the tongs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, give me the tongs. Where did these come from?
Somebody mailed
They
them
don't
to
sell
us.
glowing bunny gummy candy in New Mexico, that's for sure.
I'm just going to take these tongs everywhere I go and eat all my food with them. French fries will glow. Wait one motherfucking minute. Not only did they have matching gray, they also had matching, like, magenta blouses. And matching makeup. Matching makeup is the worst thing in the world. It's so noticeable. They look like they're literally wearing one another's makeup.
Okay, but what was the point of them dressing alike? Is Jodie the new Adele?
No, I don't think there was a point. I think it was probably accidental, and then they thought, oh my god, this is funny. Let's leave it this way. The only thing that would have been funny if they were both wearing rainbow suspenders.
So then Bette and Jodie have to go talk it out. And this is, I think, the most realistic breakup I have ever seen on television. Because it just will not end.
Gummy
And
bunny,
that-
gummy bunny, gummy bunny, gummy bunny. Gummy bunny.
Oh my god, oh my god.
What?
I gotta see something. Give me the tongue. Pull up your shirt.
Why?
I want to see if they make your nipple light up if I grab it with the tongs.
Get the fuck away from my nipples.
Okay, well then talk about the L word. It's nipples or L word. No tangents. Next time you go on a tangent, this tongue
Give me those.
is gonna light up your... It hurt me. This whole episode hurt me. Because it just took me back to that time when you're trying to dump somebody who just won't go away. Because when you're ready to break up with someone, it
You're
takes you
ready.
a long time to work up to, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it tonight. I swear, I'm going to do it. Finally, you do it. Yes, finally, I'm breaking up with her now. Oh, good, it's almost over. The burden will be lifted. But no, they just hang on. And it's not just lesbians that do this. Straight guys do this. I don't know if gay guys do it.
I think everyone does this.
It's peeling off the Band-Aid so slowly. Just tear it off.
And the scab is attached to the Band-Aid, and you don't realize it till halfway, and then it's too late, and you're like, ow! And then you realize the scab is actually attached to the partially attached toenail, so then you have to rip that off, too. And then you
got a
realize...
hair stuck to it from your nose, and you rip out a nose hair.
What?
And then you sneeze.
And it's attached to a vein. It goes all the way up your leg into your vagina, and you're like, ow! That's what it's like.
That's what this breakup was, exactly. I'm sure you've all experienced this, so.
I hope that everyone has not. This is not experienced this.
The girl who won't let you break up with her.
No,
I don't believe you.
I don't think
Man,
I have. I mean, obviously I've experienced it, but not to this degree.
I've had breakups where, like, the person showed up outside my window at night, like, begging through the window, please, you're making a mistake. We can work things out.
It wasn't me, by the way.
Well,
Never.
obviously, I didn't break up with you.
Yes,
Permanently.
you did.
Okay, but...
The first, 6 months we were together, we broke up, 15 times.
Okay, but I'm just saying. In some ways, Bette got off easy. Like, if she could break up in one day, even if it took all day, that's still...
Oh, yeah.
I've had worse.
Yeah.
The worst was I had one of those breakups that goes on and on. The person won't get over it, and it's like, oh my god, do I need a restraining order? What am I going to do?
Shit.
I tell my parents, if he calls, just tell him I'm in a coma. And then I was trying to call one of my friends, and I accidentally dialed the wrong number. And then it was like, oh no, I just opened up the scab again. That was kind of pointless.
No, you didn't open the scab. You put duct tape on an open wound. First you poured salt in it, and then you duct taped it, and then you ripped it off. Then you poured hot chili pepper. Okay. Well, this is obviously something going on with you. People are so fascinated with you and attached. Whatever. If you were like, we're breaking up, Casey, I'd be like, all right. Shit happens.
We are just staying together for the sake of Lewis. We really don't have anything else in common in life.
We have core value differences.
No, we do share the same core values.
I think that was a valid point for her to make, but then she didn't make it. She just made the statement, we have differences in values. And then Jodie's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, never mind. I don't know. It had to go on all day long until finally Bette was just like, I'm in love with Tina, fucker. Don't you get the drift?
Yeah, she tried to be gentle, but she also kind of obfuscated a little bit. What's this? No, I'm going to fight for this relationship. And then they start kissing and the shirts are coming off. And then,
well, because
I'm
you
not
have
gonna
this
let
level.
you go. Don't say I'm going to fight for this relationship when you mean let's be friends.
Yeah. She should have never said, I'm going to fight for this. I think she might have meant it in that moment and then, like, that's Bet.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird that as soon as they got back to Bet's house, she ran into the house and cried on the counter. Why was she crying?
It's upsetting to break up with somebody. I'm
Jody
sure
should
she
have been
feels
the one.
guilty and...
Jody called Tina that woman. She's like, are you fucking that woman?
This is the greatest way to get out of answering a straight question. It's not about fucking.
Yeah, well, you could say that about anything. Like, are you blank? It's not about blank.
Yeah, exactly. Way to go, Bet. I'm going to keep that one in my back pocket in case I ever decide to cheat. It's not about the sex.
Well, what the
Are you
fuck?
having sex with... It's not... That's what Bill Clinton should have said. It's not about sexual relations with that woman. What is it about? It's totally about sex.
It's about love. And then Jody asks her if she's in love with her. She asks all those questions that if you're on the other side, you're trying to break up with a person, it just stings. You're like, I don't want to answer any of these fucking questions. Can't you just take it at, we're done? Like, come on. We're done. Clearly. They have to keep asking you these questions. And they know when they're asking you the questions that it's going to hurt them as much as it's going to hurt you to answer them. Are you in love with her? No answer. Then there's a pause. Do you love her? It's like a little bit safer question in which she answers yes. But of course she loves her. But it's very different than saying, I'm in love, and love.
I care deeply for her.
Your exes. That's fine.
I enjoy spending time with her.
Naked.
I value her friendship.
And then they go through the can you love two people at once thing, which we've discussed on the podcast. Of course you can, but you're saying you cannot. I think that maybe you can.
Would you get your head out of your ass?
Okay,
Seriously.
I used to think that you can, and now Elka says that you can't, so I'm going to have to agree with her because she's the mean one. So then Bet goes to console Jody. She finally breaks down and starts crying, and she puts her arm around her. She's like, it'll be okay, sport. And then Jody starts kissing her, and then eventually she ends up on top of her, and it's very uncomfortable because Bet has bony knees.
Meanwhile, back at the movie set, suddenly Tina and Sam think Jenny's a good director.
Well, I think they're realizing.
No.
It takes a while for the movie to come together.
You saw the scenes at the beginning. That movie is a big steaming pile of you-know-what.
Potato chips?
They're just saying this because we know Jenny's about to get yanked. It's like all of a sudden, 5 seconds before Jenny gets fired, they suddenly decide, oh, she is a good director. And once you see Adele wearing leather pants, you know the jig is up.
That was weird. All of a sudden, she has all her shit together. So that whole thing, her whole character, her whole personality was an act. This was a disappointing. I thought shit was gonna happen.
I thought there would be like knives and vivisection and weak
Jesus.
Adele. That's all she had in her.
I don't understand why she went through all that to do that. There was all that psychodrama
they
and
just
then this.
Built it up and built it up. Who is it that she said she had her eye on?
Kit.
Is that going to be unresolved too?
So Adele calls the meeting. They show the video.
I know why you're laughing.
Why?
Because of the way the agent runs up and grabs the disc.
That was retarded. Jenny's reaction to it was hysterical.
Well, first she's like, who did this? She can't even believe that Adele is human enough to have any motivation besides serving Jenny. Well, and then someone called it an abomination, and she was like, no, it's not. It's a beautiful, sacred lovemaking with a purple strap-on dildo and my 19-year-old girlfriend.
So it all leads to Adele directing. I think they're trying to make it look like she's good at it. What's to come of this, Elka?
I don't know. I mean, there's only one more episode, and I can't see them spending the whole thing on Adele and Jenny. We've got more important shit going on. Jenny gets fired. She tries to stage some sort of mass walkout, which, of course, Shane sticks up for her. And Nikki suddenly is like, Jenny who? Do I know Jenny?
Well, she's dead to her now.
But she'll love her forever.
What was all that? Why do you think they did that? They declared their love for one another. We're going to make it. This isn't just a fling. I'm going to love you forever. I'm going to have babies with you. And then the next week, it's just all over. One person's like, fuck you. I'm not even going to walk out on the set. And the other person's like, what are you doing?
Try not to sneeze.
Flashing red nipples. Flashing red nipples. Would you like flashing red nipples too? We got the funk. I'm going to hide a gummy penny in her ear cup and see what she thinks of that. She may. Oh, here she comes.
Sorry,
It's
baby.
hidden in the ear cup. Here you go.
I'll pour my own thing. That's
No.
enough. What are you doing?
It's all foam. Come on.
Why did you pour it like that, you crazy?
It's.
You just like dumped it.
Sorry.
Now it's gonna be all flat.
How do you see your.
Huh? What? What's wrong? What?
Nothing.
Is there something on my nose? What? What is it?
Nothing.
Is it my hair?
It's your ear cup.
What's wrong with it?
It smells like a bunny.
A bunny? Did you put a bunny in my
Can
head?
you not feel it?
No, but I'm sure you're putting gummy candy in my mic.
I thought you'd notice it. It's huge.
A bunny could probably do a better job at podcasting than me.
Oh my god, these two are mating. Where were we?
What is with she's dead to me? What the hell is that?
She's a dramatic woman. She's a passionate woman.
Seriously, she's dead to me. If you don't quit eating these bunnies on the podcast, you'll be dead to me. These bunnies are dead to me.
Well, they're gummy. Have you ever met a live gummy bunny? No. They get gummy if you run them over, though.
I want a gummy bikini. I heard that you had an erotic dream about the Kool-Aid Man.
What? Is that... What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. You have the hots for the Kool-Aid Man.
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
guy that burst through the walls, Kool-Aid Man.
Hey, Kool-Aid Man! Yeah, what about him? The pitcher of Kool-Aid?
You have sexual thoughts about him.
It's not a person. It's a Kool-Aid. His genitals are made out of ice cubes.
Exactly.
I don't understand. Why are you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's the Q talking.
I do always dream about him, though. Frequently. Did I tell you that?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I hear you in your sleep. Oh, Kool-Aid Man.
Did I really not tell you that?
No.
The Kool-Aid Man frequents my dreams.
Do you find him frightening
No.
and yet strangely
It's not.
alluring?
He's not a star of the dream. He's just like in the background,
He
crashing
just
through a
hangs out.
wall.
He's one of your buddies.
That's weird that you said that.
Do you need some therapy to help you get over your...
What if I went to a therapist and I was like, I have erotic dreams about the Kool-Aid Man? They'd be like, I thought you were gay.
You'd be like, that's why I need therapy.
Not the fact that it's a giant pitcher of Kool-Aid, but that it's a male pitcher of Kool-Aid with big eyebrows. Why does the Kool-Aid Man have such big eyebrows? Hey, Kool-Aid Man!
Sometimes I really wish this were a video.
What were we talking about?
Would you have a problem with...
Probably. I have a problem with most things. I have a problem with you asking me this question.
Can I ask you something? I hate when people say that. I say that too, but...
Do you?
You just did.
I love it when people say that because it gets you're like, ooh, they want to ask me something. This is a special moment.
All right. My query for you, Casey, is would you have any problem with a couple that pay different amounts in rent?
Would
Do you
I have
think
a
that
couple
makes
with-
the relationship unbalanced, like Tasha said?
If you're that new in the relationship, I think it might. I mean, they're brand new. But no, especially if one person makes a lot more money than the... What are you getting at?
Nothing.
No, I'm not paying any more money than it. I think when you're that new, it might for some people be awkward, but it just depends on what your arrangement is.
I think Tasha's right.
What?
They should move to someplace where they could split it evenly.
Why should Alice have to downgrade her lifestyle for someone? I would not be willing to do that.
If I were Tasha, I would not want to live somewhere where I couldn't pay half the rent.
Okay, I can see that. I can. But if I were Alice, I wouldn't want to live in an apartment with beige carpet and beige walls when I'm used to living in a cool building. 8 times the rent. How much is her rent?
Plus,
Like 8 times. Let's say it's $1,000. That means it's $8,000. Let's say it's $500. That means it's 8 times.
yeah, you're right.
I didn't know that Tasha was supposed to be from Long Beach. Long Beach is cool. I think we have listeners there.
Don't look at the light. You could permanently damage your retinas. I could see both sides of that argument for sure.
They have core value differences. They're never going to work out.
Oh, shut it.
Don't tell me to shut it!
I don't
We
think...
already talked about this.
Shut it, lover Casey.
I can't believe you just said that. You're a biatch.
But I don't think that Alice should be banking on a job at The View because clearly her co-hosts fucking despise her.
Yeah, but you know what happens? Whenever that happens, the ratings go up. When there's controversy, who the fuck watched The View before all the shit was going down on there?
I don't know, people in comas?
That was really gross when Alice said, I hope you bleed soon. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't need any visual cues. I need, like, the pretend words for it, but there needs to be a new word. Let's come up with something that's, like, hip.
Smudge.
Smudge! That's like
Get
when
your
an
smudge
insect
on.
gets on your glasses. That's gross. How about, I don't know. I just can't think of it. Everything I
There's
think
a
of
lot
is
of-
disgusting
yeah.
and literal.
There's a lot of really stupid and lame
Ugh, leaking.
words for it that I just don't want to get into because
It's too nasty. Well,
Yeah.
let's come up with a good one. A good alternative.
I
I like the one that I use. Do you know what I mean?
I'm being a woman.
No.
That's what you say. You're like, I'm a woman today.
No, I say I have periodontal disease.
Oh. That's so stupid.
Well, exactly. I want it to be stupid and not, like, I don't want any visual cues to come up.
But it makes someone think that you have bad gums. Sometimes I say I'm shedding the lining of my uterus.
Ew! Okay. This is like this topic. So what do you think Alice and Tasha are going to end up doing? You think they're going to end up living in the shithole? Not moving into with one another at all?
No, I think that they're going to move in together. The cute, shy fashion designer has clearly got her eye on Alice. And what would be more perfect for Alice than a fashion designer? Alice
A
is
used
such
car salesman?
No, that would be less perfect. So, obviously there's some spark there.
A day trader?
All right, stay with me. A real estate broker.
No, Alice doesn't need a fashion designer. Jody needs to date a fashion designer. She needs some help.
Clearly, and then she got invited to the fashion show. Well, what do you
So.
think is going to happen?
Fucking on a dock. I don't know.
They're going to have like total chemistry, sparks will fly, they'll be really attracted to each other, and Alice is going to be like, no, I can't cheat on Tasha. It's going to be the one time on this show when the opportunity to cheat occurs and the person says no. Because all these
Oh.
girls do on this show is just cheat, cheat, cheat. Fucking, fucking, fucking.
Well, they just talked about this last week, like what constitutes cheating. So even if Alice just kisses her, to her own definition, she's a cheating hoe.
Well, she could go to Tasha immediately and be like, that girl kissed me.
No,
And
no.
then I said,
that does
no.
not work. Take
She
my
kissed
word
me.
for it.
I have Tasha waiting at home for me in my shitbag apartment.
I don't know. I think that Alice should go for it. Tasha's been mean to her.
Oh, look at her. She can be as mean as she wants.
I don't think the person you're dating has a right, like, in front of your friends to be like, stay out of it, Elka. What the fuck? You'd be like, fuck you. And the horse you rode in on. Get out of here.
You could say she's riding the pink horse. No?
Riding the red pony.
Wait, is that a real thing?
Riding the red pony. What? I don't know.
I'm going to start
Maybe
saying
on a
that for
carousel.
sure.
Riding the red unicorn?
No,
If it's a
pony.
tampon, it's a unicorn. So do you think Alice is going to get the job on the look?
No.
She should. She's edgy. She's toying with the co-host. She's like, you know you want some of that. And they're like, no, all of us are not gay. The fashion designer, what was her name? Clea Mason, I think.
Yeah.
Her stage fright was, okay, either she's a terrible actress or she's a horrendous actress. Because her stage fright was terrible. I don't know.
She's a totally good actress.
Whatever.
She's been in all... I don't know if I've ever seen her in something that was not kind of gay.
Wait, you have seen this actress before?
Yeah, she's the girl from Heavenly Creatures. Kind of gay. And she was in But I'm a Cheerleader.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm not into the gay film so much. I've seen those movies, but I don't remember her. So apparently, she has similar underwear tastes as you do.
She said everything from lingerie to boxers.
Well, no, she likes the lingerie under the men's clothes and the boy panties under the girls' clothes.
Yeah, I like that. You're right.
I like the androgyny.
I like to mix it up.
You should get a t-shirt that says, I like the androgyny. Just to confuse the fuck
People
out
will
of
think
people.
it's a band. That's what we should name our band. I like the androgyny.
No, we already know the name of our band, and that is not it.
Okay. I'm Robin Banks.
It's Riding the Red Pony to
If
Taco
you're
Town.
gonna ride.
Ew! I know. How about
The red pony is riding through my taco today.
no, you could say, I'm having a taco with extra salsa.
No!
I did think she was cute, though. Cleo.
Cleo.
Cleo?
I think it's Cleo, but I'm not sure.
That's
so
the first girl I had a crush on. What's the next scene?
Pam motherfucking Greer.
Okay. The gun. Finally we see. Okay, they built this up. Well, they haven't, but I have. They have totally not mentioned it. They're like, there's going to be a gun later. But all season, I'm like, what about the gun? What about the gun? And this was the one build-up that mattered. The stupid Adele thing, they're like, oh my God. And then you're like, oh, who the fuck cares? But the gun led up to something that made you want to grab onto the sofa.
All of a sudden, Kit has the fatty boombalatti car.
She's had that car forever.
I never noticed it before, but suddenly...
She got pulled over by the cops with that car. You don't remember that?
Well, when she has a gun in her pocket, the car looks infinitely cooler.
The color of the car is awesome. Her driving the car. Everything about the car,
In her
her in
trench
it with
coat.
the gun and
Yeah.
attitude.
She calls Bet like, I'm about to do a bad thing, sister.
Okay, what if somebody called you and said that? Would you think they were... I'd think they were joking. I'd be like, they're going to cheat on somebody. That would be the only thing I thought.
I would think they were going to, like, shoplift.
Shoplift! Why would somebody call you? I'm about to steal some socks.
I would think that they were about to eat, like, a big-ass piece of pie.
Yeah. So then she shows up at Girl Bar. She stakes it out a little bit.
She-bar.
Oh, I'm sorry. She-bar. And she stakes it out a little bit. Then she eventually walks through the beaded curtain. She sees Lover Cindy in her white pants. And then she leaves. And Lover Cindy sees her. That's what's weird.
Lover Cindy feels guilty about this whole fiasco.
She really is a lover, not a
Not
hater.
a fighter.
What was she gonna do? Shoot them? Threaten them? What was the goal of this mission that failed?
I don't think it was a very well thought out
Yeah,
impulse.
She's like shakily unlocking the gun, loading the gun. While she's spying, or while she's in She-Bar, we do hear Dawn Denbo say, hurry up, I want to have some sex before showtime. I want to have some, it's like she's saying I want to have some beer. Like, I want to get some sex. Can I get some of that sex from you? Can I have a side order of sex with that?
And Cindy's like, I can't, Dawn, I'm riding the red pony.
So the whole time, Bet is calling Kit, leaving messages, and Tina's calling Bet and leaving messages. Nobody's answering their phone. Well, Bet's obviously preoccupied with Jody. And at one point, they're in Bet's office, and they're having this conversation, and then somebody knocks on the door, and it was James. I wanted it to be Tina so bad. I was like, this is going to be great if Tina comes in. But it was just James and his terrible sideburns. So she offers Jody a ride home, and she's like, I want to go to your house because my undies are there. I got to get my drawers from your house.
So finally, I mean, this breakup lasts from dawn till dusk. And finally, Jody gives her a super expensive watch and leaves.
That was so weird. What do you think was the significance of that was?
Well, it's obviously a very expensive watch, but I also think a watch is kind of not the most personal gift.
Exactly. That's what I wrote. That's what I think too. It's just like this nondescript, impersonal, like, here's a watch, an expensive watch because I care about you.
I mean, it is a really nice watch, and I know she spent a lot on it, and Bet would like it. But
yeah, but that's
it's
not
a watch.
That's not how you show your affection.
It's not like she rode in on a tractor with a sign that says 10 ways to whatever.
I was wondering what was going to be in the box. It was this ominous black box. It's going to be a giant Cadbury egg. Anything would have been better than a watch, an assortment of lube. You're expecting it to be something meaningful and it's going to, like, touch Bet, but instead she opens it and it's just an expensive watch.
I think she did feel touched by it. I mean, I think that...
I don't.
Plus, what's she going to do with the watch? She can't wear it.
Right.
She can't give it back. She's stuck with this watch. It's going to be in her drawer.
I think it was significant for that reason, and I think she realized at that point, like, she doesn't even know me. That wasn't even something that Bet would wear.
No, it totally was.
A gold 12-diamond watch.
It wasn't gold.
Yes, the face was gold.
We disagree on that point.
What point? What do you disagree with? The goldness of the watch?
You think that she looked at the watch like she doesn't even know me. But I think she looked at the watch like, this is such a really beautiful, nice gift.
I think she looked at the watch and saw dollar signs and was like, okay, it's a nice gift. She obviously cared about me, but she doesn't really know how to show it. This is her attempt.
Like I said, we disagree on this point.
Well, I'm right and you're wrong.
Okay, fine.
Okay, well,
I'll
you
just
agree
shoot
that
a laser beam in your eyes. You're dead to me. Oh. Okay, you're back alive to me.
Gross. You resuscitated me emotionally.
You're a zombie to me now.
I want to be a vampire.
So Jenny and Shane are, how do I introduce this?
They're smoking up.
Jenny and Shane are smoking out of the bonk.
The bonk?
Jenny's like, can I hit your bonk?
She did?
Ka-donk-a-donk.
She said bonk?
She called it a bonk.
It should be called a bonk. That's funnier.
I gotta hit that bonk.
They really, really seem high. Do you think they actually got high for that scene?
No.
Well, they should have. Okay, they're like lying all over one another on the couch.
I know, Jenny's totally between Shane's legs.
And I'm like, it's gonna happen!
Me too.
It's gonna happen!
I got excited.
I totally imagined the whole scene in like a millisecond. They're on the sofa, getting high. I'm like, totally gonna happen. In 1 millisecond, all the sex scenes and kissing and all the scenes went through my head. None of them played out till next week.
Not yet. It's gotta happen.
I can't wait.
I need it to happen now. I don't know. I wasn't on board with the Shenny thing before, but now I'm like, yeah.
That was foreplay right there. Best friends.
They don't even know it.
Gay best friends. The whole friendship is foreplay.
And Max finally gets some recognition.
The Oracle.
He walks in and they're like, all right, Max, you were right. Here's some pot.
You were right. Here's your reward. Well, I'm glad that this season they resurrected Max's character.
Yeah, me too.
He's like kind of cool now. He's starting to look a little girly. Shaggy. He looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo is what's going on soon.
Zoinks. And the final scene, we knew...
Wait, did you or did you not sense sexual tension between Jane and Shenny? Jane and Shenny. I'm already doing it.
Yes, I thought Jane and Shenny had mad sexual tension.
Is it going to be Jane or Shenny?
It's already Shenny. It's been
Shenny? Yeah, Shenny's cuter. Shenny, I've got your number.
This last scene, even though I knew it was going to happen, it literally like turned my stomach.
Oh,
it was just so wrong.
I almost forgot about it.
It was just terrible.
When it was happening the first time, okay, well, let's just go through it. So Kit has some brown rice pudding and organic oatmeal cookie for Angelica. She's going into the back room, and you know what's going to happen because she's like, I'll be right there, sweetie. And you're like, oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
So you already like start to get tense. And then when they actually show it, I don't know why, but I was expecting Angelica to be pointing the gun at herself or like looking down the barrel.
She was.
I thought it was pointed to Kit.
It was pointed at herself and then at Kit. So it was like every sort of bad.
I freaked out a little. I was very tense.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't want anything to happen.
It was very upsetting. It just looks wrong.
Of course. It was scary. Very, very scary and tense. I was like frozen, as were you, I think, on the sofa. I'm glad they didn't take the soap opera route with this. I'm glad that she just took the gun, was all flustered, threw it in the dumpster, although I don't think that's the best place to...
Yeah, to discard a loaded gun, but let's not split hairs. But yeah, because it could have been like, oh my god, Kit's in a coma. I'm really into comas right now. I don't know why.
Or Angie has half a brain.
Nice.
Well, that's what could have happened.
And that was the penultimate episode of season 5. One more to go.
Wait, that's not all that happened. So then
Scenes from next week.
No, the final scene was what we've been wanting this whole season.
Oh,
Bet,
the family.
Tina, and Angelica all leave to go home together.
Yay.
And it's very nice.
The
And
happy
it feels
gay family.
Right. Angelica has a Chester Cheetah smile. Did you notice? She's like, hey. She has a big smile for such a little girl. It's adorable.
Okay. Now, can we get to the scenes from next week? Because they are pretty significant.
Scenes from next week, I think they start out with Jody. They don't show us much, but we know that she has an exhibition at the Arm & Hammer Museum. And we know that the name of her piece is called Core. And we just heard this whole thing about core values.
So it might be some sort of retaliation, angry ex-girlfriend thing. But I really don't care about anything I saw in the scenes from next week except for one frame.
Well, let's just go through all of them. I know what you're
Okay.
getting at. So then Jenny says, it appears to be in front of an audience. Well, so you don't have any thoughts on the core values thing? Any predictions?
I gotta wait and see how it unfolds.
You have no predictions?
No.
Well, I think it's going to be something striking.
Beth's core values are like cheating.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And she likes organic food, apparently. Jenny says, I'm madly in love with someone. Who do you think she's talking about? I don't think it's
Herself.
Shane.
Herself.
And then Alice says, whatever starts in chaos ends in chaos. Which to me is like, that's all the more reason for her to cheat. How fun. She needs some chaos right now.
I think you're getting it a little bit wrong, but...
No,
we'll
I'm
have to
getting
wait
it
and
right,
see.
but I'm just saying. But I think you're right about your prediction about Alice. I don't think she's going to go through with it, which is a little sad because the more girls that we get to see Alice kissing in a season, the better. Leisha Haley. And that was it for the scenes from next week.
Hello.
Other
If
than...
you freeze frame, you can see the triumphant return of Helena Peabody.
Yay, Japanese girl! Let's celebrate together.
I love Helena.
I love Helena. I love her. I love her. She's wearing blue jeans and she has your bag.
She's carrying her own bag.
A huge, duffly bag.
Finally.
So that'll be good. I hope she gets some lines and we get to know, what's going on a little bit and they don't just show her, hey guys, I'm back. End of the season. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I hope she's here's what happened. Here's what I want to happen. Here's what's going on in my life.
Maybe she'll move into Alice's hallway when Alice moves in with Tasha.
Maybe we'll get to see her boobs one last time. Whose boobs do you predict we're going to see on the season finale? Bet Tina's. No, not Bet.
No boobs. I predict 0.
0 boobs?
That's my prediction.
Well, that's a cock-smoking monkey.
If I ever saw one.
That sucks. I think we're going to see some boobage.
Maybe we'll see Betty's boobs again.
Okay, I predict we're going to see Tina's.
Bet and Tina are back together. They're not going to have sex anymore.
Oh, that's sad. I predict Tina and Alice.
I predict no boobs.
So that's it for episode 11 of 12. There are 9 episodes left in the series and 1 left this season. We will be posting a new chart shortly. Stay tuned for that, where we will be giving away the L-Word games.
We'll announce the winner of our previous Hula Girl and sticker giveaway.
There was a clear winner in that contest. Stay tuned for that. Adios, amigas.
Give me some NyQuil.
If you drink any more of that, I'm gonna come on.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make 'em all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make 'em all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. Sometimes Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every stop I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name. Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every stop I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name. All I wanna do is take your money. All I wanna do is take your money. All I wanna do is take your money. All I wanna do is
My tongue is green.